Hello everybody, welcome back to Max Reviews, and today we are going to be ranking my top 5 favorite movies of 2009, which I think would be our first sort of weaker year that didn't have too many out-of-this-world amazing movies. It had a few, and even the best movie that year was not out of, 10 out of 10 for me. But we are going to be going through my favorite movies of that year, so I looked through, I did some digging, and found some movies. So this is Max Reviews, I'm Braden, and to kick our list off, coming in 5th place here is going to be New in Town. Now, this is probably not something that you would usually see in a list like this. It's not really meant for everybody. It's sort of a rom-com, a romance comedy. I think it's pretty sweet. It's a nice, funny movie that you sort of remember the characters. I've seen it, I'd say around 5 times. I see it quite often, like once a year, I'd say. And just, originally I had in this place, I had, the Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian, but I really didn't feel like that was a solid choice, so I went with New in Town because I just get a bit more enjoyment out of it. And so it's a nicer movie. It's not too amazing, but I had to really dig to find some good movies for this year, so I wouldn't exactly 100% recommend it because it's not really for everybody. It could be a bit too much for some people, but a bunch of people I know will really enjoy it. So a bit mixed, but definitely a pretty nice movie that I do enjoy quite a bit. Now, 4th place here is going to be a bit weird, but we have Fast and Furious, the original. The only Fast and Furious movie that I've seen. And I've only seen, I'd say, 80% of that. So I considered not including it on this list. But what I did see of it, I did really enjoy. So you might be like, yeesh, Braden, you didn't even see the entire movie, so that doesn't count. But I do enjoy this movie, or at least what I've seen of it, well enough. It's the only one that I've seen. I'm going to go back and watch them all for next year when they come out with the 10th one, which should be interesting because I've heard a lot about them. I wanted to watch them all last year, but it didn't work out, so next year I'm going to be going through them all. And so this one, I enjoyed enough. It makes it on this list. It's not 100% solid because I haven't seen the entire thing, but just that quickly makes it on the list. And then we're going to be getting into our top 3 pretty quickly here. But 3rd place is going to be Up. Up. Some people might have this as number 1, but me, I never resonated with it as much as some people. I agree that the first 15 minutes are absolutely some of Pixar's best stuff. It is emotional. It doesn't even have to use any words. It's so perfect how it does it. One of Pixar's most emotional and best, I would say Pixar's best beginning to a movie. And then we have the rest of the film, which is nowhere near as good as the first half, but as the first 15 minutes actually. But after constant rewatches of it, it's sort of grown on me. I still enjoy it quite a bit, and the more I think about it, the more I sort of enjoy it. It doesn't make like top 2 for me because I still have some problems with it. It can be a bit annoying. And they made a show about the dog last year, which is a bit odd to me. But I like it. It can be emotional at times. It's not perfect. It has its problems. But its goofy, weird way that it does stuff can be really fun. Okay, 2nd place here is going to be Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. This is one that I did grow up watching, and I actually started reading the book before I watched the movie. I didn't even know there was a movie, and I read the book and as a kid, and then we got the movie, and I was like, whoa, this is amazing. And then it's by Lord and Miller. It's such a great movie from them. It can be emotional, heartfelt, funny. Not all the humor lands. This is, I think, their first actual movie that they did, but it is still really, really good. The emotional side to it is great. It is so emotional at times. And it still has the Lord and Miller flair, with the color, with the animation, with the characters. The villain is fun. And if you need inspiration, it's a great thing to inspire and to sort of really engage you. It's really such a fun movie while also being emotional at the same time. And it's just Lord and Miller. It's not their best work. it very well might just be their worst one, because they have done some amazing ones. When you're going against Into Spider-Verse and Lego Movie, then it's not really that much of the competition, but still, this is a really good movie. But coming in first place, this is probably going to be controversial, but Avatar. I am with everybody that, like, you're like, huh, Avatar, what? So, a little background, like, 4 years ago, I found the highest grossing films page back when Infinity War was still going on Wikipedia, and number one was Avatar. And I had no idea what Avatar was. So I asked around, and it seems like all my grandmother, my half sister, like all my family members that weren't my parents had seen it in theaters. I'm like, whoa. So I finally watched it like 3 years ago, and then I bought it and I watched it with my dad, and it's really an epic movie. I really can't wait for the sequel, because I want to see what James Cameron does. But it's the only James Cameron movie that I've seen, and it is really good. It's my favorite movie the entire year. But I still don't feel like, is it an excellent movie? No. Does it sort of have the same plot as like Pocahontas and a bunch of other movies? Dancing with Wolves, yes, it does. But I do enjoy it a ton. The action is so cool, and the CGI is way above its time. So much better than it is for its actual time. And I'm going to be doing a more in-depth review on it tomorrow. Come back for that, because I would call it underrated, even though everybody went to see it in theaters, but they don't talk about it. I'm going to sort of dive into that, but for now, this is my favorite movie that year, and this even sort of surprised me. I was going through and I'm like, 2009, okay, not too amazing year for movies, but I didn't see Star Trek that year. I didn't see, like, the other movies. I don't know what else. Transformers 2. There's a few movies that year that I haven't seen, but Avatar right now is first. I actually really like this movie. So, that's my favorite movies of 2009. Leave your list down below. I'd love to see yours. Thank you for commenting down below and stuff in these top 5 favorite movies of every year I've been alive videos. It's really nice. Just thank you for commenting down there. And come back tomorrow for my Avatar review. Like and subscribe to Max Reviews. Braden out.